Truck driving is a male-dominated profession that women find hard to break into it. However, studies have shown that women drivers are more compliant to traffic laws, are cautious and take fewer risks. Sumaya Mbabazi is a very cautious driver. Driving at 80 kilometers per hour, the 44-year-old who drives a long-haul flatbed trailer for Hima Cement Limited follows company rules. She does not listen to music and neither does she pick her calls when driving.
When you listen to a good song, you lose concentration. Yet when driving, the whole body is functioning. The hands and feet are working. The nose can smell the rubber if the tire has a problem, and this signal is sent to your brain for action.
Her attire is also a pleasant surprise. This former tomboy is dressed in an Anko navy blue chaleur, diluted by gold jewelry, a peach veil and brown nail polish. We meet at Torch Energy petrol station in Buloba, Wakiso district, where she is taking a mandated 20-minute break.
We start driving at 5 a.m., drive for 4 hours, and then rest for 20 minutes. We are mandated to stop driving at 11 p.m.
After her break, she makes a few checks on the trailer, and then we set off for Namamve Industrial Park. Mbabazi, who studied in Rwanda until Senior 2, began driving a fuel tank in 2004. Having failed to learn from a French woman driver, she accosted a man who was driving a fuel tanker for Fuelex Uganda Limited and asked him to teach her how to drive. This came with a condition.
That man asked me to be his wife if he was to teach me how to drive a truck. I explained how a French woman had promised. That is how I started learning how to drive, and our relationship blossomed.
Within 2 months, she had learned how to drive, and she was immediately employed by Fuelex as a fuel tanker driver, where she worked for 8 years.
After learning how to drive, the manager of Fuelex Uganda Limited was impressed and employed me on the spot. He told me to choose whatever fuel tanker I wanted to drive, and I began transporting fuel from Kenya to Rwanda.
Mbabazi says at the time she was the only woman driving a fuel tanker.
I was the only female driver, and the male drivers disturbed me so much. I was young and beautiful.